Well, welcome everyone here to the Wales National Ice Rink as the Cardiff Devils take on the Basingstoke Bisons. The current form of the Cardiff Devils finds themselves still currently holding up the top of the Elite League. In the pipes tonight for the Cardiff Devils, another Jason Cudnett. They've had an interesting match last time at home here against the Bisons as him and Ronnie Vogel went head-to-head at center ice as a big bust-up. Down at the other end of the ice, you've got number 35, Ronnie Vogel. Very aggressive, apparently. He almost had a punch-up last night as the Bisons took on the Belfast Giants and came out with a 3-3 draw. Well, here we are live. A few of the Bison's injuries. We've got Tony Redmond out with a concussion. Jeff Asco out with a concussion. Duncan Domio out with a concussion. Bisons have been struggling with their injuries. We'll see what will happen tonight as we're about to face off here at the Wales National Ice Rink. Saccartini against Mopey. Here we go. And it's Walters back for Basingstoke. Saccartini chasing hard. Phillips with a shot on net. Cardiff with the quick scramble there as Walters lost control behind the net. Saccartini took advantage of that. Found sneaky Jonathan Phillips in the slot for the first shot on goal with only 9 seconds gone in the game. As Patterson goes in the lineup against Mopey. Draws one down deep. Romanek back to Saccartini, back to the point. Burgoyne fires the puck down along the glass. And out comes Brent Pope playing for Basingstoke Bison. Basingstoke clear the zone. Out to Romanek. Romanek back to Jeff Burgoyne. Burgoyne looks up the middle to Saccartini. Finds him. Saccartini over to Phillips. Phillips with the backhand on the net, and that just ricochets off the goaltender. And out come the Basingstoke Bisons. That puck is slowly dumped in by Ford, number 19. Burgoyne out to Romanek, looking rink wide, high pass. And Bisons clear the zone. Back forward is Davison for Cardiff. Being chased hard by number 7, Greg Randall. Davison turns away. Randall, some good checking there as the Bisons dump in front, and Cudnett has to make a good save. Is it in? Yes, it is. A goal. Some great bit of forward checking from the Basingstoke Bisons, and they find themselves one up here early on. We'll see who gets the credit for this goal. It could be number 5, Sean Thompson, as he charged the net. And that puck somehow trickled his way through Jason Cudnett. 18:58 with just 2 minutes gone in the first period. Well, Cardiff will not be happy with the way things have started out. First shot and goal goes in. A long dump. Rempel chasing hard. Cullen plays it back in the corner. As Cullen waits for it. Rempel and Cullen fighting in the corner. Davison drops down low. Rempel, and that puck will clear the zone. Dewall flips it back in. Rempel with a great bit of forward checking. Ran down Rando, and number 5 for Basingstoke fires that wide. And it's Cullen looking up ice. Finds Davison. Back to Cullen. Cullen over to Manny. As Manny gets tied up by Mike Ford, and they dump it back down to the Cardiff zone. Davison back for the chase. Cardiff set up. We got Manny up high. Davison over to Dewall. Dewall up the middle. Hill with a touch and flips in. Pope back to get it. And Vogel fires it around the glass and outside. Back to Romanek. Romanek looks for Becker. Becker He gets intercepted by Ford. Mulvey over there with Ford. And the Bisons dump it back in. Romanuk behind his own goal. Sets it up. Waits for Hill to circle off to his right. Hill. He gets taken out of the play. And Basingstoke once again clear the zone. Romanuk outside the blue line. Softly places it in behind the Basingstoke goalie. Brent Pope now for the Bisons. Has a look up ice. He's got a man up ice. And Becker steps up to interfere. Here comes Phillips back the other way. He could go all the way and a quick pass across. Patterson couldn't get a hold of it. And that's just cleared. Romanuk chasing hard. Malpe takes a weak shot in on Cudnett. He pulls it out. Phillips back together. Drops it for Becker. Becker looks up ice. Back to Phillips. Patterson with a bit of space. Being chased hard. And it's Phillips. Phillips will keep it in. Duwall on the boards, and he'll lose control. And Basingstoke come back the other way. Burgoyne with a crunching hit there. Saccartini will go back and collect the puck for the Cardiff Devils. Saccartini taking his time up ice. He's looking for a loose man, but no one's charging hard as he gets tied up in the neutral zone. Patterson coasts off the ice. Burgoyne picks it up. Burgoyne. It goes over to Duwall. Duwall. Cullen with a shifty little play. Kicks it up. Burgoyne with a soft dump. And a big hit there as Duwall takes out Michael Walls. And the Bisons throw it back into the Cardiff zone. Back to get it. Duwall comes charging hard. He's got Rempel to the left as he fires it in. Back for the Bisons. Jeff Luca off the glass. Luca again finds it in his feet. Gets to the center ice. Fires it into the Cardiff zone. Thomas chasing him. As Duwall, it looks like he could outmuscle Thomas in the corner. And the little scramble behind the net. Oh, and a crunching blow. I'll tell you, Davidson's got a bit of power with him. Rempel ties up his man. Well, things starting to get a little bit physical out there. Rempel showing he does play with a hard style. And Jason Cudnett probably having a word with referee Mike Hicks. Say, you know, where that puck go in, or was the whistle gone? Cudnett obviously not happy with that call of a goal early on in the game here. As Malpe lines up with Tate, won by Malpe. Ford takes a shot. Davison Black to collect the puck. Davison looking up ice. As no one open up ice, they've done a great job of closing down the forwards for the Cardiff Devils. Manny dumps it back down low. Hill into chase. Galloway takes out Hill. And the Bisons clear the zone. Michael Ford, and that puck goes off a skate and up over to the glass, and well, with 14:28 left to go in the first period, it's 1-0 here at the Wales National Ice Rink, as the Bisons have got an early goal on the Devils. And that's Malpe against Saccartini. That's won by Saccartini to Davison. He'll carry it up. Davison still with the puck, the neutral zone. He gets checked by Malpe. And the Bisons clear the zone. Saccartini in the neutral zone. Back pass to Hill. Over to Tate. Tate, take a shot on net. Oh, and that's deflected just wide. That's Sean Malpe in to get it, and he'll dump it out into the neutral zone. Davison picks it up. Looks to Hill. Hill clears back in. And Owen Walters dumps it down to the Cardiff zone. And back come Cardiff. Davison slides it down the boards. Oh, and a crunching hit there by Ed Patterson. Patterson took out Skier, and Becker up the middle. Finds Saccartini. He's being checked. Phillips over the blue line. Has a loose Ed Patterson. Here's a shot on goal and a great save. Well, Jerry Galloway still got his clean record going at the other end of the net. Patterson didn't really have much of an angle to have a shot on the goal there, but Galloway came up with a great save. I know the Devils last night, a few results in the league last night, they lost to Nottingham Panthers, but a hot goalie up there shut them down, and they'll be hoping not the same tonight. Saccatini back to Patterson, and that's dumped back in. Saccatini, oh, and a great try up the middle. Michael Walls takes it over the Cardiff line. Thompson in, he's being chased hard, hit by Phillips. Saccatini back out to the middle to Burgoyne. Burgoyne finds Patterson. He'll try to go to Saccatini and does. Saccatini shakes off one. And is stopped at the Basingstoke blue line. Back to Cudnett. Cudnett will fire it up along the boards. Back to Saccatini. He's got a bit of space and two-man open. Phillips back to Saccatini. Oh, and that's just deflected out by Brent Pope, and then it'll go down the length of the ice. Back to Cudnett. He'll dump it back up. Pope into chase. Through him. Phillips with a shot. And Walters goes back and picks it up, and that's fired out. And down into the Cardiff zone. Romanuk being chased hard. Bounces up to Cullen stops. He'll circle back and look into the middle. Pass into Romanuk's skate, and here goes John Cullen. Doesn't stop much into Mathos, and Davies in the middle. There's a shot on goal. Great shot by Dave Mathos. Cullen with a chance. And another, I believe. Oh, and a great save there by Cullen. And another shot. Oh, the open net. There it is. Great goal. Here we go. It's 1-1. What a goal. Nathan Ripple. A huge scramble. This line's worked hard. Dave Mathos, Rempel, and John Cullen. These three guys together. Nathan Rempel gets the finish on it. Good bit of heads-up play, and Dave Whistle will be pleased to be back in this game in a 1-1 game. Well, with 12 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first, Cardiff Devils bring the score back level at 1-1.
Thompson Cardiff Devils goal scored by number 16, Nathan Rempel.
Well, it's Maltby against Cullen here. And Cullen wins it back to Davison. Over to DeWall. DeWall has a look up ice. Finds Cullen, and Mathos will fire it in around to Nathan Rempel. Rempel with a soft dump back to Math. That's it, Dave Mathos and Davison. The long shot on goal. As Kurt DeWall, the defense partner, crashes in the net. Brent Hope didn't look too pleased about that, but the coaches will be pleased that the guys are going to go to the net here. Well, both coaches here. And a face-off to the right of Galloway. And it's Cullen wins the draw back. There's a shot by DeWall. Great save. Great blocker save. Oh, and another chance. Couple of great saves there as Galloway keeps it a 1-1 game. Okay, Davison gloves it out into the neutral zone. Galloway dumps it. Davison, that goes up by the commentary booth, up high in the Wales National Ice Rink. It's Rempel. Finds Rob Davison high in the slot, and that shot's just blocked wide. Bit of traffic around the front of the goal. Galloway wouldn't see much of that. Davison gets the blue line, and he fires it down low as the Devils go for a change. Basingstoke fire it back behind their own goal as they try to regroup here. Manny in on the chase. He finds Hill, back to Manny. And it's Shepard and Tate down in the corner. Tate will win that battle. Michael Ford pinches down low as Tate finds Hill behind the net as they're circling well. And back to Becker, who dumps it back down deep. And a good hit by Pope in there on Phil Hill as he outmuscles him in the corner. Warren Tate picks it up, comes to the blue line. And he's being chased down by Shepard. And the Bisons will clear the zone. It'll go all the way down for the first icing of the game. Here with just half the first period gone. Well, Davey Whistle probably works hard all week. He spends a lot of time. You wonder what these guys do during the week. Well, it's getting face-off formations sorted out, getting the players to drive the net, and a bit of gym time to get them ready for the weekend's games. And Saccatini lines up to take the draw. Michael Walls clears the zone, back to Becker. Becker now over to Eddie Patterson. Patterson with a backhand up to Phillips, who will place it in the Bison zone. Jeff Luca brings it out from the Bisons. He's been checked hard by Patterson. Up to Thompson, they get it into the Cardiff end. Becker will clear to Saccatini, and here come the Devils, a 3-on-2 here. Rink wide pass to Patterson. And the Devils keep it in. Romanuk with a chance. And a pass in the middle. He won't be pleased about that. Becker up to Patterson, but Patterson in an offside position played the puck over the blue line, which will bring the face-off just outside the Basingstoke Bison bench. Well, Mark Bernard, the other coach for the Basingstoke Bison, has had a rough time with injuries lately. He's got no less than 5 or 6 players out for the Bisons. But looking up to the week, he's looking to sign Kurt Maltby, Sean Maltby's brother from Detroit Red Wings. It looks like the NHL could stay on strike all year, and he'll be looking forward if he can get some pen to paper in the week. Greg Randall dumps it up to Thompson. That's a high shot off the face mask of Cudnett as he sorts himself out. I know folks wonder why whenever the goaltender gets hit in the face mask, the referee instantly blows the whistle. It's just one of the safety rules that are brought into the NHL over the last 5 or 6 years. And the face-off will be just inside the blue line of the Cardiff Devils. Saccatini wins it back. DeWall will regroup behind the net. Saccatini looks up ice, long pass, finds Ed Patterson to a chasing Owen Patterson, loses it just outside the blue line. Greg Randall comes down for Basingstoke, long shot. Cutting it, handles that with ease. And Thompson against Randall. Burgoyne. And a good hit by Jeff Burgoyne. Phillips for Cardiff. Back to DeWall and they regroup. A couple of youngsters chasing hard for the Basingstoke Bison. Well, we've got our first penalty of the game. Well, Cardiff shorthanded now as Rob Davison will dump the ice down the ice. Back to get it. Galloway will pick up behind the Basingstoke net. He dumps it off. Rink wide pass goes by forward to Walters. Walters into Shepard. Shepard, as the Bisons will try to set up inside the Cardiff zone. Becker with a forward check. That's back to the point. The Walters dump down low. Davison will chase him. As the Bisons keep control, that blasts off the back of Rob Davison's pants, and Cullen will clear the zone for Cardiff. Owen Walters to Sean Maltby. Maltby, nowhere to go to. Back to Owen Walters. Walters being checked hard by Dave Mathos. Great job. He's got Cullen in the middle, and he goes back to Cullen. Becker sneaks in. That could be a chance. Now they got to get back. It's a 3-on-1 here. It's Maltby finds Shepard, who takes a shot high and over Jason Cudnett. Great chance there for the Bisons that slipped away. And Becker will blast it around the board, and that'll clear into the neutral zone. Jeff Luca to Galloway. Galloway will lose that. Now Cardiff will try to take their time with 33 seconds to go and Ed Patterson's penalty. And Burgoyne gloves it down just over the blue line. Dumps it down, back to get it, and Brent Pope. Pope will being chased by Rempel as he sets up behind the Bison's goal, and that's dumped in. Cudnett gets a hold of it, and that's rimmed up high around the boards. Great job there by the goaltender, Jason Cudnett. Luca dumps it in high on the glass as it's kept in by Brent Pope, but Romanuk regroups for Cardiff, and he'll be looking to go high up off the glass, but Thompson picks it up, and a shot goes just wide. Rempel in to pick it up for Cardiff. Clears his blue line. Saccartini gets it back to Rempel. That's deflected high up on the glass. Oh, and a big hit there by Jeff Burgoyne on Sean Thompson. The Bisons have had the fair of hits this year. They've got 4 guys out with concussions. Oh, and Thompson again gets hit by Rob Davison. Tate for Cardiff. Misses it, and Hill regroups for Cardiff. Goes back to DeWall. Up to Tate. Ricky Skeen in there hard. Brent Pope's in there as well, as the Bisons will pick it up and come out into the neutral zone. And Maltby will dump it into the Cardiff zone. Back to get it. Cudnett plays it up the Hill. Pass Hill, Skeen and Hill. Hill went out. Phillips with Maltby. Maltby will take it back into the Bison zone, and they'll come back the other way with 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first period. It's a 1-1 hockey game here at the Wales National Ice Rink. Kurt DeWall for Cardiff, looking up the middle for Jonathan Phillips. Goes to Rob Davison with a rink-wide pass. Nathan Rempel picks up with Walters chasing him down. Rempel with a good check there, and it's John Cullen behind for Cardiff through the crease. Rempel just missed it. Good bit of back checking by Michael Ford on Rempel. Came back to lift the stick. So the Cullens pass slipped wide. And Rob Davison for Cardiff. Up to John Cullen. Cullen in the middle. Will miss his man, but got a break there. Back to Rempel to Cullen. Great one-timer there. What a play. John Cullen with a fake shot finds Dave Mathos in front of the net. That's one of the prettier plays of the year. And Cardiff lead 2-1 here with 4:28. Dave Mathos, super finish. Got it up over Jerry Galloway with a great pass, 1-2-3 from Rempel and Cullen. And the Devils lead 2-1.
Thompson Cardiff Devils goal scored by number 21, Dave Matzo. Assisted by 22, John Cullen.
Romanuk back to Becker.
Nathan Rempel. Time of goal 15 minutes and 32 seconds. That's Thompson Cardiff Devils.
Well, that'll put a smile back on Dave Whistle's face as his Cardiff Devils lead 2-1 here. Oh, and Jason Cudnett plays the puck very well out of the net for Cardiff. It's always handy when you're a defenseman and you've got a goalie who can handle the puck. He's like an extra man back there. Ed Patterson for Cardiff finds Saccartini. This could be a shot on goal as he walks him out for Jason Becker with a shot. Jeff Luca will find Saccartini. Will intercept that pass as he regroups. He's being chased down. Romanuk now for Cardiff. Out neutral zone. Goes rink wide. Ed Patterson wide open. He's looking for a man in the middle. No one there, and he'll send a soft dump to the net. And Jerry Galloway will tie it up, and we'll have a face-off off to the left of Jerry Galloway.
C27 to C30 on the balcony. This competition is run by Bridge FM. So if you want to become a naughty little devil, be sure to listen in to 106.3 Bridge FM.
Well, we got a great view of the main sponsors boards down at the far end. Cardiff obviously sponsored by Thompson Holidays. And Devils fans, don't forget, you get a 5% discount if you book your holidays with Lim Poly or Travel House. Back come the Bisons. Here we are. That's a shot on goal. Cudnett plays it high up off the glass, out into the neutral zone. Walters will fire it back in, takes a funny kick. DeWall picks it up. DeWall for Cardiff. coming up to Phil Hill, who has no one to dump to. And Walters with a long pass, who finds nothing. That'll be another icing. Well, with 2:47 left to go in the first, we got a face-off. This time to the right of Jerry Gallo in the net. And Cullen. And the Bison's pick it up. Okay, there comes the Devils back the other way. 2 minutes and 28 to go in the first here. And DeWall fires one in. Oh, it sneaks by Rempel, but DeWall it'll just clear into the neutral zone. We're going back for Cardiff, being chased by Ford. Finds Dave Mathos, who's got John Cullen flying behind. Cullen with a little fake, looking for a loose man. Davison will be loose in the point as Cullen ran out of time. And here comes Brent Pope back the other way. Over to Michael Ford. Michael Ford steps over the blue line, takes a shot. Jason Cudnett ties it up. Good bit of defensive work by Becker in front to tie up any loose Bisons. One minute 50 to go in the first. And it's a 2-1 hockey game to the Cardiff Devils. Okay, Becker for Cardiff. Fires it around to Phillips. Jonathan Phillips gets taken out by Thompson. And that's cleared the zone. Back come the Bisons. It hasn't been a very physical first period. Obviously the Bisons carrying a lot of injuries. Can't afford any more men out. But we expect to see more from the Devils. Becker being chased down hard. Deep in the Bison zone. Jonathan Phillips misses his man. As Patterson and Phillips chase in hard there by Michael Walls. Sacratini being tied up on the boards. Romanuk in to help him out. That'll clear the zone. We got a 2-on-1. Now it's Sacratini. Good bit of back checking, but it's a 2-on-1 for the Bisons. Thompson, the goal scorer. Sacratini will tie him up. And Patterson. Always head down there. That's one thing you don't do when you play this game of ice hockey. You keep your head up. You stand over the puck too long. Eddie Patterson took Sean Thompson clearly out of the play. Romanuk for Cardiff behind their net. With 28 seconds to go here in the period, Cardiff will be looking to come out of this with a 2-1 lead. They'll try to keep it clean. That's dumped deep down into the Bison zone. Picked up as Warren Tate gets a shot in net and a rebound, and it's cleared. Shepard for Basingstoke into the Cardiff blue line. That goes off a shin pad. Maltby chases down Burgoyne. This could be the last shot of the game. Well, that's it. End of the first period. We've got a 2-1 hockey game.
End of the first period. Basingstoke Bison 1, your Thompson Cardiff Devils 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back onto the ice tonight's visitors, the Basingstoke Bison. And please welcome back onto the ice, your Thompson Cardiff Devils!
Okay, welcome back here to the second period of action here. The Cardiff Devils against the Basingstoke Bisons. A 2-1 period, end of the first. Seen Cardiff go ahead by a goal from Dave Mathos. And it's about to kick off. Referee Michael Hicks will drop the puck to Vezio Saccartini and Sean Maltby. And Saccartini wins it, back to Burgoyne. Burgoyne finds Saccartini, there's a shot on goal early on, a great save. Phillips with a shot. As he ties his man up, and a penalty there on the play from Jonathan Phillips for hooking. As Jeff Luca gets taken out by Jonathan Phillips, hooked him a bit too much on that play. And the Devils will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes as Basingstoke go to the power play. Maltby will lose a draw. Burgoyne brings it back for Cardiff. Saccartini will retreat with this as he slides it down the ice. Galloway back to pick up the loose puck as Bison regroup. Maltby fires off his skates and Burgoyne will dump it. Ed Patterson, there's a chase on here, but Walters gets back first to pick it up. Into the neutral zone. Maltby will be looking wide, will take a shot just wide of the goal, and it's kept in at the blue line. Maltby says Walter to the point. Burgoyne on forward. It's kept in though. Burgoyne for Cardiff will be looking to clear the zone as he does. As the Devils will go for a change. Galloway with it. Goes by him. Shepard finds Walters. Cullen on Walters. Burgoyne will have a look at him. It deflects off Burgoyne's leg. And behind the net. Ford. For Basingstoke. Shepard. And that's back to the blue line. The Bisons keep it in. There could be a chance here. Goes to the front of that. Great bit of back checking by Russ Romanuk. Romanuk intercepted the pass in front of the Cardiff zone. As Basingstoke regroup behind their net. Mathos chases hard. Luca up to the neutral zone. He fires it in. Davison intercepts, and that's cleared the ice. Okay, as the Bisons set up behind their own net. That's dumped to the middle. And here's a chance here. Good save by Cudnett. Michael Walls and Phillips comes back on the ice. Walls in front. He'll get pushed around now. One rule in ice hockey, and it's an unwritten one. Don't play with the netminders. If you do, there could be trouble. Michael Walls walks away from that one. Okay, face-off to the right of Jason Cudnett. Devils win the draw back. Kurt DeWall back to pick it up. DeWall tries Rimple. Goes off the back of his stick. And Tate changes. Davison, neutral zone. That's slid by him. Kurt DeWall back to get it. He'll drop it back behind the net. Rimple back behind the Cardiff net. Rimple over to DeWall. DeWall circles down deep. Finds Rob Davison. Goes to neutral zone. Hard pass across. We've got some action down here, and it's DeWall. They're squaring up on the boards, and the referees will get in quick to break up Michael Walsh and the Basingstoke Bison and Kurt DeWall. Not sure what kicked that off, as referee Michael Hicks looks like there could be penalties on either side here. And it looks like the case. Could be 2 minutes each, which will be coincidental penalties. Not really sure what kicked that off. Obviously, DeWall wasn't happy with something Michael Walls had done to him as it kicks off, but there's not much on it. Face off in the neutral zone. And it's Maltby against Saccartini. Saccartini wins it back to Davison. Davison over the red line. He slides it in and a little rub as Pope rims it around the boards. And it's Luca back to Pope as the Bisons regroup deep in their own end. Maltby, the nice little slide through Saccartini's legs. Davison in doing a bit of forward checking, and he's picked off. Cullen intercepts, keeps it in, and Davison gets hit hard. Here comes Maltby. Here's a chance for Basingstoke. He fakes a pass and slides it through the Cardiff Devil crease. Back to Pope. Pope with a great save. Here comes Saccartini now for Cardiff. Over the red line, he cuts back as the Devils go for a line change. Saccartini back in over his zone. Slows the play down here a little bit. Looking for Dave Mathos, and that pass is behind him. Luca picks it up for Basingstoke to Brent Pope. Back to Luca. Up to Maltby. Maltby will go cross ice to Pope. It gets by him as Romanuk charges in. Pope does a good job on Romanuk tying him up. And Pope for the Bisons in on loan due to all the injuries. Brent Pope putting some time into the Basingstoke Bisons. Shepard will, his shot's deflected, and Ripple will pick up for Cardiff. Ripple's got Mathos in the middle. Ripple, that's offside as Nathan Ripple makes a move just before the Basingstoke blue line and draws Dave Mathos offside, which is probably out of your screen. Well, we've got a little competition for you tonight. This for any of you with the DVDs. You can send your answers into info at the Wales National Ice Rink. Who was the first NHL player to sign for Cardiff? Was it A, Doug Smell, B, Glenn Anderson, or C, Rob Davison? You'll win 4 tickets to the UGC Cinema to see the new movie, The Incredibles. Send your answers in via the email or log on to www.thecardiffdevils.com. And Burgoyne just slid wide from a pass from Rempel. He's being chased hard. Burgoyne drives in front of the net as DeWall drops down deep. 2 Cardiff defensemen in deep into the Bison zone. And the Bisons clear the zone. Here comes Ford over the Cardiff blue line. Romanuk back. He lets that shot go through. And Cardiff come back the other way. Here's Rempel. Rempel clears the blue line to Ed Patterson with his head up. Tries for Saccartini, but that's intercepted as Becker takes a shot. Pope blocks that shot. Goes to the red line, throws it in hard, and Saccartini for Cardiff will pick it up behind the net. That's up to the middle to Ed Patterson. He'll regroup to Saccartini. The dump back to Patterson. And he gets picked off at the Basingstoke blue line. Becker for Cardiff. Finds Patterson, who lost that in his feet. Rob Davison for the Cardiff Devils sets up behind. The Bison's not chasing hard. They've got a young lineup on the ice here at present. Brent Pope back for Cardiff. Up to the Bisons. Adam Heyman will chase Davison down. And that's cleared the zone. Here goes Jonathan Phillips. He's got some wheels on him. And that's thrown in the neutral zone. Becker for Cardiff. He'll dump it in. And Shepard for the Basingstoke Bisons will come up to the red line. He'll fire it in. It's been a pretty calm game so far for the Hits. Looked like he was going to warm up a minute ago with Kurt DeWall, but it's calmed down. Burgoyne being chased hard by Ford. Slides it to the crease, and it's intercepted, and the Bisons will come back the other way. Ford. Maltby trips in the line, takes a shot, and that's high up just over the top of Jason Cudnett. It had some mustard on it, though. DeWall ties up. Cullen will bring the puck out for Cardiff. Oh, and a good job by, and it's cut in front of the net. There's a shot, and that's high up over the boards. Dave Mathos tried to feather a pass through the charging John Cullen, and the puck flipped up on edge, and you don't know how it's going to come off your stick, and Cullen will be just praying that puck laid flat, as it didn't do, and it ends up into the crowd. And it's Tate for Cardiff. Randall for Basingstoke. DeWall to Manny. Manny will slide it down along the boards. Vogel back in for Basingstoke. Fires it around the boards. Tate down. As Cardiff keep it in. Tate. That clears the zone. Long pass. Greg Randall goes rink wide. To a wide open Sean Thomas. Oh, and a shot. I don't know how he got left that wide open in front of the Cardiff net, but a great chance goes amiss there for the Bisons, as this young Basingstoke Bison line is chasing hard. And Cardiff will clear the zone all the way down to relieve a bit of the pressure. Well, with 11 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the period, it's still Cardiff 2, Bisons 1. While Greg Wood lines up against Bezio Sacratini and Becker off the boards, Eddie Patterson finds Phillips. It's lost in his shorts. This will be a delayed offside as Cardiff will clear the zone. Phillips didn't see the linesman's arm up, stays inside the blue line, so it's whistled down for a face-off just outside the Basingstoke Bison's blue line. And Sacratini will play it back to Becker. I'd like to know the percentages on the draws tonight. I would think Cardiff Devils have won 90% of them. They've got some excellent cinnamon. Becker finds the red line, looks for long pass for Sacratini. It goes by him. Vogel, the Bison's goaltender, will clear it along the boards. Sacratini down low to Patterson. Patterson has a look. He gets checked. Phillips driving down deep as Bisons clear the zone. Back to Becker. He's being chased by Hardy. Becker around for Cardiff. Comes up to the neutral zone. Blue line. Becker still with it. Plus one into the front. That puck is kicked by Jonathan Phillips towards the net. And it's back the other way. Patterson for Cardiff. Looks long for Phillips off his skates. Cullen will go back and get it. Being chased by Popes. Phillips now deep in the Bison zone. Davison with a shot on the pads. That's deflected. Oh, and Cullen beside the net. Patterson goes down hard. Cullen being chased by Pope. Patterson, great chance out of the net. Cullen, he's got a man up high and he does find him. Davison, there's a shot. It's deflected. Luca with a great defensive play there, and back comes the Bisons. It's Shepard. And he clears the zone. Burgoyne shuts him down. Davison behind to Dave Mathos, who will dump it out to John Cullen. Cullen will slide it in. He's got some great hands to chase with the goaltender. Mathos will keep it down low. That's Boyd intercepts that. Rempel, this line, Rempel, Mathos have got both goals for Cardiff tonight. Mathos gets Walters, picked him up, and there's Warren Tate for Cardiff. Back to Nathan Rempel. Rempel slides it back along the boards. Mathos picks up behind the Bison zone. It's all Cardiff here at the moment. We're going to Tate. Tate under pressure. Walters doing a great job in tying him up. Tate's got a man down low, finds Rempel. He's got a charging. And that pass was deflected by Ronnie Vogel. Back to the neutral zone. Here comes Romanuk. As Cardiff, with this type of pressure, will be hoping to fire that next goal in to make it a 3-1 hockey game. The young British line on here now. You got Phil Hill, Jonathan Phillips, Warren Tate, And it's picked off. And here come the Bison. Shepherd on DeWall. DeWall, great job as he focuses on his job of playing D. Phillips tries to pass through the middle. That's intercepted by Thompson. He dumps it in. DeWall back. Cutting will play this around the glass. And Hill will clear the zone. Maltby back for the Bisons. Over to Galloway. Galloway, high pass. Thompson picks it up. Romanek will tie him up. And that'll be deflected off the referee. And Tate will clear the zone. This could go all the way for another icing call. Well, with the shots 15-6. Here at the Wales National Ice Rink. With 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in the second period. Cardiff lead 2-1. Well, Randall is winning to line up against Vezio Saccartini as Michael Walls drops back. Galloway, great draw back to the point, but a charging Nathan Rimple shuts it down. Michael Walls slides it around, and Kurt DeWall for Cardiff is hit hard there unexpectedly. Great job by Thompson from the Bisons. I'll tell you, for a young guy, he works hard. His work rate is, he's involved in the only Basingstoke Bison goals. Rimple comes back for Cardiff. That pass is deflected. Once again, Thompson for Basingstoke. DeWall back to Saccartini. He's being checked down. As Kurt DeWall was a high man, Eddie Patterson rink. And that was poked out of the way off Joseph Luca, who's seen Ed Patterson at the Bison's blue line. Well, another great crowd here tonight at the Wales National Ice Rink. With the success of their team, currently top of the Super League. We're hoping to put 2 points to reassure they live through the weekend in first place. Jerry Galloway brings it up. Saccartini intercepts there. Shot in front. He's taken down. There'll be a penalty here. Has some great forechecking, and Davison with a shot wide. Cutting it out of the net for Cardiff. 6 against 5. If the whistle won't go until one of the Bisons touch it. Back to Becker. Over to Davison with a rink-wide pass that goes through everybody. As that'll be touched, icing. That'll be whistled down for the penalty. Joseph Luca will take 2 minutes for tripping as he lost control of the puck in front of the Bison's goal. Jason Cudnett, very quiet night for him tonight. He's only had 6 shots. After the first one somehow got behind him, he's kept his sheet clean. 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the second period. 2-minute power play. We're going to Saccartini. He'll take the shot. Great shot and a great goal. We've got a 3-1 game. Well, great draw by Eddie Patterson. Burgoyne slides around. Obviously a fixed face-off that Dave Wurstel's worked on with his team. Saccartini had all kinds of time in the slot. Bodies in front of the net. Ronnie Vogel didn't really see that puck, and Saccartini, current leading goal scorer in the Super League, you can't allow shots from that position, but a super goal by the Cardiff Devils, 3-1.
Assisted by 23, Ed Patterson, and number 2, Jeff Burgoyne. Power play goal at 32-57.
Well, a power play goal for Cardiff. And DeWall brings it up ice. Cullen, this is dangerous. Romanek high in the slot. Shot just deflected off Walters. But a great chance there. Good vision there by John Cullen. DeWall from the point fires it down low. Romanek ties up his man. Cullen picks it up to Burgoyne. Burgoyne, he dumps it back down. Shepherd for Basingstoke. They're coming back the other way. Rink wide, Burgoyne will chip it out. Good vision there by Dave Mathos. Phil Hill loses it in his feet. Back come the Bison. Shepherd, long pass there. He's taken out of the play by Jeff Burgoyne, who circles, and he goes down. Walters with a chance. Burgoyne slides, makes a great block there by Jeff Burgoyne as Phil Manny slides it down the ice. That goes out to Tate. Open net here. Tate will dump it back down to Manny. Manny, who just has a weak shot go wide, as Brent Pope's being chased hard by Phil Hill. Rob Davison keeps it in, as that's handled easy by Ronnie Vogel. Well, we've got a young line out here. Phil Manny's come a long way this year. Has scored a couple goals this season. It's nice to see some of our local Welsh kids coming through our farm team. Obviously with head coach Peter Russell taking over our junior program. We'll produce a few more good juniors in the future. Davison from the point. That's easily handled by Vogel. And it's Davison for Cardiff. The Bisons are doing a good job tying him up as they come back the other way. And it's Thompson. Hill with a hit on him. Becker for Cardiff to Manny. Manny will slide it down. Vogel will play it down as the Bisons regroup. That's fired up into the neutral zone. As Basingstoke haven't had much to offer this period. They've had a few shots on Jason Cudnett, but they'll be hoping for a bit more. You know, Mark Bedard will out of his club. As Galloway for Basingstoke brings it over the blue line. Backhand across to Greg Randall. He loses control. And that's up to Patterson. Thompson. Patterson for Cardiff. Offside was Jonathan Phillips. At the other end of the ice. Well, the run of play of Cardiff, they lost the game last night to the Nottingham Panthers, but they still hold their current position at the top of the table. Burgoyne for Cardiff. Over the red line, it's stumped it, intercepted by Ford. Michael Ford for the Bisons. Over to Jeff Luca. Luca back to Brent Pope. Pope goes up ice. That'll go the whole length of the ice. No icing as that's waved off as Kurt DeWall for Cardiff comes back. He's got a bit of speed on him. DeWall for Saccartini. Pretty much squeezed out there as Jeff Luca, who got caught in the Saccartini play and took a penalty, which led to the Saccartini goal here late in the third. We'll have to be careful not to be messing around with the puck too much. And it's Phillips for Cardiff as they come back. There's been a lot of one-way traffic here. It's been all Cardiff in the second. Burgoyne to DeWall. Patterson to let it bounce off his skate as Walters goes back deep for the Bisons. He'll gather it. He'll flip a high one up off the glass, and that goes to the middle. Shepherd for Basingstoke over the blue line. Will dump it. Cullen intercepts that. Walters over to Shepherd. Burgoyne will jump up and pick it up. He's got a charging Dave Mathos down the right side here. And it's back to Burgoyne. He'll take a shot on net. Well, a great shot by Burgoyne as the loose puck is gathered in by Brent Pope in front of Ronnie Vogel. He's getting him plenty of action here in the second period with 3:22 to go here. Well, it's Mulby versus and Romanek into the slot. Shot here. That goes just wide. And the Bisons clear the zone. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Mulby will have to be thinking shot here, as he does. But Cudnett was not fooled on that one. Well, the coaches don't like to see a 2-on-1 and not a shot on goal, and Mulby was not making the same mistake he made earlier in the first. If you don't shoot, you can't score. That's a theory we used to run with. And it's Romanuk back for Cardiff. He slowly brings it up ice. Looking for an open man, nothing there, so he goes rink wide. Dave Mathos in, chasing hard on Walters. Rimple in with him. Mathos brings it out. That comes to the point. Becker will keep it. In for Cardiff. Galloway being chased hard. Romanuk charges in. Mathos picks it up at the blue line. This line does circle well for Cardiff, as Becker will pinch in. And there's a chance for Cullen. He was going upstairs, and a great goal by Becker. Well, the first save Ronnie Vogel made on John Cullen. Becker followed it up. Loose puck, open net. Cardiff will be pleased to have a 4-1 lead here. Becker hasn't scored many this year. He'll be glad to be on the board. Just coming off an injury for Cardiff. And we got a 4-1 hockey game here with 2 minutes and 30 to go.
Assisted by 22, John Cullen. Time of goal, 37 minutes and 30 seconds. That's Thompson Cardiff Devils goal, scored by 44, assisted by 22 at 37-30.
Well, John Cullen's been in on 3 of the Cardiff goals tonight. That'll put him in a big hunt for the top of the scoring race with Saccartini. It's great to see Cardiff with 2 guys at the top of the Elite League in scoring. And the Bisons put some pressure in on Cardiff. The Devils come back in a 3-on-2, and it's Hill looking to the middle, and that's cleared away by Vogel. Puck's hitting loose beside the Basingstoke net. Hill down in on it. That's dumped around. Brent Pope picks it up for the Bisons. He'll try to clear the zone. That was stuck down by Rob Davison. Into Manny. Phil Manny with a shot on net. Hill tries to tie him up. Here's a shot from Davison. Man in front, off a leg. Chance. Young Manny, as he controls it, it's flipped up high to the Bison's net as Walters clears that out. DeWall for Saccartini. He's tied up. We got a penalty here. Ricky Skeen ties up Saccartini, and he'll be going to the box for 2 minutes with 1:22 to go here in the second period. Cardiff will finish the period with a power play unless they fire one more in here. Well, we've got the league's number 1 and 2 scorers out here. Saccartini and Cullen. Draws one. Saccartini with a great vision there to Romanuk. Tries for Patterson. That's intercepted. Romanuk in the corner as the Devils regroup. Bring it around to Saccartini. Saccartini with a bit of time. He's got Burgoyne up high. Goes to Jeff Burgoyne. Back to Saccartini. Saccartini drives the net. Down to John Cullen. They'll switch around. Cullen comes out the middle to Burgoyne. Nice soft pass. A shot on net. They stick Big Ed Patterson in front of Ronnie Vogel in front of the net, but Vogel got some vision on it, made the save. Well, Dave Whistle this season's done a great job recruiting. A couple new players to the Devils. He'll be plays at John Cullen sitting up there with Saccartini in the leading scores. Saccartini with a shot. That's played wide. Cullen, Eddie Patterson digs it wide. Referee Michael Hicks loses sight. There's a face-off to the left of Ronnie Vogel. Well, 51 seconds to go here in the second period. Cardiff Devils on the power play. Ed Patterson in lined up. Patterson loomed the draw, but Pope with both Cullen and Burgoyne on him. Cullen sets up behind the Basingstoke to Burgoyne. There's a shot on net. Patterson deflects off him, and it's clear to the neutral zone. Burgoyne down, covering that one up. Cutting it out to make the play. That'll go rink wide. That'll be icing off netminder Jason cutting it. I don't think he expected that to go all the way as it slides all the way down for an icing here. With 30 seconds to go here in the second period at the Wales National Ice Rink, it's the Cardiff Devils 4, Basingstoke Bisons 1. Shepherd v. Saccartini. As Young didn't like what Saccartini did and threw him out of the face-off. John Cullen for Cardiff, back to Davison as Cardiff regroup in the power play. Cullen brings it up for Cardiff. Nice soft pass into the middle. That slides by Saccartini, and the Bisons will bring it all the way down with 15 seconds to go here in the second period. This will be the last rush for the Cardiff Devils. Davison will bring it up. Throw it to Burgoyne. That's intercepted. Davison picks it back up again. 4 seconds to go here. Will they get a shot on net? No, they won't. This period's going to end. It's 4-1 for the Cardiff Devils, but a great second period.
At the end of the second period, the score is
well, welcome back. The start of the third period. Cardiff Devils lead 4-1. They'll have a power play for 34 seconds. As Mulpey wins the draw for the Bisons. Back down behind the net. Romanek back to gather it up. Over to John Cullen, back to Vezio Saccartini. Patterson takes it over to the zone and sets up to Romanek. It fires off his stick. It's back behind the net. Nathan Rempel sets it up back to the point for Russ Romanek. Romanek to Rempel along the boards. Back to John Cullen. Cullen finds Saccartini, the other zone. Patterson tries a one-time, and there's a 3-on-1 coming back as Patterson will tie them up. Rempel for Cardiff. Over the Basingstoke blue line. That pass finds Cullen behind the net. He's got a wide open. Ed Patterson will take a shot. That's deflected off Saccartini and gathered up by Ronnie Vogel. Well, the last 3 times these two teams have met, Cardiff won the opener 3-1. As it's Tate in the corner, and Manny, this young Welsh line. And that puck is cleared out to the neutral zone. DeWall back together for Cardiff. Up to Davison with a little dummy there. As he didn't fool Shepherd, as he stayed with him. Vogel back behind the net. And Manny for Cardiff. He might go to the net as he does. Davison with a shot. And then that's blocked. Forward for the Bisons, pick it up. Over to Jeff Luka. Luka, a Slovakian native, will take it to the red line. And the Bisons will go for a change. It's cutting it. Will stop the puck. DeWall gets that puck deflected off, and Dave Mathos will put a soft one through the neutral zone to clear the pressure off Cardiff. Gallo for the Bisons. Shepherd. Rando over the zone. Mathos will intercept that. Up Cullen chasing hard as he steals the puck from Shepherd and backhands it towards number 35, the goaltender, Ronnie Vogel, as he covers up for another face-off. To the left of him, in for the draw for Cardiff, is Cullen versus Randall. Cullen wins the draw, gets tied up. Randall for the Bisons, being chased hard, and it's Thompson. He's tied up by Burgoyne, and Rempel picks it up. Deep in the Cardiff zone, back to Becker. Becker up to Cullen. Cardiff come back, Bison with plenty of men back. That's deflected off Galloway. That just trickles by the net as Dave Mathos picks it up for Cardiff. He circles that puck down low, and Brent Pope will fire off the point. Burgoyne keeps it in with he rims it down low. That's intercepted there by Greg Gallows. He clears the net. And Thompson. Oh, a couple of loose play there. And Cardiff will have to be careful they don't get too sloppy back on D and give one back early here. Becker for Cardiff. Cardiff to Saccartini. Finds Patterson chasing hard. Patterson slides it through. He's tied up as Pope picks it up. Looks up for Maltby. Maltby gets that stripped by Romanuk as Pope ties him up. Maltby back into the middle of the ice. Romanuk and Shepard tussling out there. And it's Pope with a pass. Maltby. Got Mike Ford chasing hard on Dewall. Have to be careful. That's broken three. Dewall with a great check there. Stayed with it. He takes Shepard off his feet. And Cardiff come back down the other end. Luca on Saccartini. Saccartini ties him up. As Patterson Russell's down low, and that'll clear the Basingstoke zone back to Romanuk, who'll turn it back up ice right away. Romanuk drops it off for Saccartini. Tries the pass down, that's intercepted and flipped back high. Saccartini keeps it in, goes rink wide to Russ Romanuk. Russ Romanuk, soft dump. That's intercepted by Ford, and here come the Bisons back the other way. Ford being chased by Jonathan Phillips. Phillips, one of the quicker youngsters we've got on board down here in Cardiff. DeWall brings it back the other way. He finds Manny. Manny, he's rubbed off the puck. Warren Tate, he's taken out of the play. Phil Hill down low. Circling well for Cardiff, keeping it low in the Bison zone. Manny tries to slide one through, and he won't have any success there, and it's back down low to Hill. Hill's being tied up behind the net, and it's Manny. Galloway on him. Soft pass to Tate. Tate circles high. Great check there by Manny with the interference play there to give Tate a bit of time. Davison goes back to the point where Tate takes a shot. And a great save there by Ronnie Gallo, as Phil Manny did the right thing by going to the net, but there was no rebound to be had. 15:03 left in the third. It's 4-1 Cardiff. Well, the Devils enjoying their stint at the top of the Super League. This should keep them there, but chasing hard. They've got Coventry and Nottingham, along with Belfast, right hot on their tails. Okay, here comes play back the other way. Phil Hill will have to wait for Manny to clear the zone. He does. Vogel looks like he wanted to go all the way with that. It's Pope with a soft pass. Hill intercepts that. That's cleared down as Tate gathers for Cardiff. Walters hits him. Tate goes in hard. That's from behind. There'll be a penalty on the play. Warren Tate is down for Cardiff. Looks injured. Tate rolling on the ice, looks like he's hurt his knee. As Owen Walters takes a 2-minute penalty, possibly more, for the hit from behind on Warren Tate. That always looks dangerous when a player gets hit from behind into the boards. Obviously they're solid, and Dr. Simon Harris is on the ice saying to Warren Tate, always a worrying time when you see one of your players down on the ice. Tate appears to be holding his leg as he gets boarded into the box. There's 14:30 to go here in the third period. As Mathos helps gather Warren Tate, which looks like a knock to the right knee. Touchwood, Cardiff have been very fortunate with their injuries this season. Currently they've got Jason Stone out. Looks like he'll be back next week. He's been off for a couple weeks with a groin injury. And Neil Francis, who has probably got about another 4 weeks to go with a hand injury. And Patterson in for Cardiff on the draw. It's one back to the point. Saccartini with a shot. That's deflected wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget
and
to
cleared
keep
out.
your
Good job by
eye
Ronnie Vogel to
at all times.
put that puck out. He had a waiting Ed Patterson for a rebound there, but none to be found. Well, Eddie Patterson directing Russ Romanek, getting his men gathered up. As Patterson loses the draw, but Romanek keeps the puck in. As it cleared out, Sacratini for Cardiff. Cullen back as they regroup, and he'll bring it and carry it in. As he fires one off the backboards for Sacratini to pick up. Sacratini, Ted Patterson, he loses. Sacratini ships it back over to Romanek. Cardiff will have to set things up here as the Bisons regroup into their shorthanded formation. And it's Cullen behind the net. Over to Sacratini. Sliding Ed Patterson. Back to Sacratini. Back to Patterson. Rink wide pass there to John Cullen. He regathers. Sacratini to Patterson. Back to Cullen. Cullen, Rempel. And Galloway gets a piece of that. And the Bisons clear the zone. Line change for the Cardiff Devils. They get some fresh legs out for the power play. Back down the ice, Dave Mathos. Steps over the Bison blue line. Back to Rob Davison. He won't pull the trigger. Puck looks a little sticky out there. Sometimes you start a period, the puck isn't completely frozen, and it tends to stick as Davison comes sliding through. And if that had it connected, would have knocked Thompson into Newport. And Patterson comes back for Cardiff. 22 seconds left in this Cardiff power play to Phil Hill. He fires it back to Dave Mathos. Back to Hill. Hill will come around to Mathos. On the point for Cardiff. Ed Patterson. Great shot down low. There's a scramble in front. And that's covered up. Great job there for the Bisons as they come down hard. Crash in, and Ronnie Vogel does a great job and holds it up.
1-9-8-2-3.
Well, 6 seconds to go here in the Basingstoke Bison penalty, and there's 12:36 left to go in the third in a 4-1 hockey game. Cardiff looking to be in full control of this game. Davison with a high shot with a rebound. That's tied up. Pope will bring it back, and it's Maltby. Fires it hard, cutting it with a great glove save. Davison gathers it for Cardiff. Over to Dave Mathos. Sees a bit of room down the right side of the ice rink. Soft pass down through the middle. As Phil Hill was tied up by Brent Pope in front of the Bison goal.
Shirt off his back. Ticket number is 4582. That's 4582. Again, if you have that ticket number, could you please make your way down to the DJ stand?
Well, this line of Phil Hill, Jonathan Phillips, Phil Manny, a full Welsh front lineup, followed by Davison, NHL San Jose Sharks, and Kurt DeWall, ex-Sheffield Steeler. Well, a pretty subdued crowd here in Cardiff tonight. The Bisons haven't really threw anything at them tonight to have them jumping up out of their seats, but the Bisons come back the other way. Greg Wood for the Bisons. Phillips down to chase Shepard on him. Jonathan Phillips, see if he can use his speed. He's been chased hard there by Shepard, who does a great job. Strips the puck from Phillips and turns it back up ice for Basingstoke. Looks to the middle, has nothing there. Over to Maltby. Maltby, the side shot, and bounces in front of, cutting it, and it's cleared. Here comes Manny for Cardiff. He backhands it all the way down the ice as they go for a line change. As the Bisons carry it up. Long rim in up high on the glass. Adam chasing hard. Rempo comes back for Cardiff. He softly slides it across the ice. Dave Mathos will backhand up for John Cullen. And then that is intercepted. Back down comes Greg Rando with a high shot up off the glass. And that's rimmed around. Rempo clears the zone for Cardiff. As the Bisons, Walters fires it down the ice, and it'll be an icing call. Well, a little birthday wish tonight up there for Jody Johnson. It's her 8th birthday. Jody, you have a great night tonight. You're bringing the Devils some great luck as they're 4-1 up in the game. Okay, Becker to Mathos, shot, great save. Mathos didn't get a full piece of that, but here comes the Bisons. As it's dumped in. As Cardiff clear the zone. Rempel had nothing on, so fired it down for an icing call. Well, with 10 minutes and 14 seconds to go, Cardiff still in control. In this game, 16-9 the shots in favor of the Cardiff Devils. Maltby wins the draw, back to the point. Cleared by Vezio Saccartini out to Brent Pope for the Basingstoke Bisons. They'll regroup. Shepherd, that's picked off by Eddie Patterson. He'll regain and clear it out. Saccartini ties it up. Saccartini just outside the Basingstoke blue line will bring it back and regroup. Kurt DeWall for Cardiff. Comes to the middle, Eddie Patterson. He deflects that puck into the zone. That's picked up by Saccartini. Wide open Basingstoke net. As Bogo comes out to play, it's a 2-on-1 here. And it's Ford. Here's a shot for Bison's. Great goal there as he goes low. Blocker side. We've got a 4-2 hockey game with 9 minutes and 32 seconds. Michael Ford, one of the imports for the Basingstoke Bisons, pulls one back on a 2-on-1 play. Here with 9 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third period. Davison over to Kurt DeWall. Kurt DeWall up the middle. That's intercepted by Walters. Romanuk strips the puck from him. Scarer to Walters. Romanuk with Thompson. Romanuk outpowers Thompson. Lost in his feet. Romanuk will pick up the loose puck. It comes up to Patterson. He'll go rink wide. Saccartini open. Picks an awkward one up off the boards. DeWall takes a shot. That's blocked by Brent Pope. Puck lost in Russ Romanuk's feet as Davison will drop in deep for Cardiff. And it's Romanuk. Walk out. Romanuk with a great opportunity and just gets away from him in front of the net. Romanuk with a good hit down low, and Pope will clear it for the Bisons. He clears the blue line. Jeff Burgoyne against Pope. Big hit there. Both of them go down. Burgoyne, not a big lad, but he's always plays the physical game. Galloway back to regroup for the Bisons. Galloway coming up the neutral zone. To Shepherd. Shepherd to Ford. The goal scorer for the Bison. As he's stripped by a hard back-checking Jonathan Phillips. He'll walk up. Maltby strips Phillips. He regroups to Becker. And that just bounces behind the Bison zone. Becker and with Maltby. Maltby doing a great job on Becker. Becker keeps it in. Galloway tries to dump around. Hill intercepts that. And that's rim back around the Bison's zone. Here's a chance for Becker. Becker finds Phil Hill, and that gets tied up with his feet. And it's Phillips. Phillips taking his time, tries a one-timer. And that's deflected way into the neutral zone. Burgoyne for Cardiff picks it up. Phillips dumps it in. And then that puck is cleared out. Well, a nifty little play there by Shepherd as he loses control. Phillips picks up the loose puck. DeWall Cardiff will want to regroup and settle things down a bit. That's dumped down low for Davison as he charges hard. Rempel picks up for Cardiff. And that's fired around the boards as the Bisons clear the zone. Davison up to the red line. Steps over, takes a long one in. Ronnie Vogel will tie that up for an important face-off here. I think Dave Whistle will be hoping to get something going here as it's 4-2 now as the Bisons close in on the Cardiff Devils. John Cullen on the draw. Cullen fighting hard with Greg Randall as he wins that tussle. Davison drops on. Massos out the slot. Tried to find Rempel on the side as he dumps it back down low. Cullen will pick it up. Rempel ties up his man as Mathos on Walters. Walters intercepts. Davison keeps the puck in for Cardiff. And it's Davison down low. He gets stripped to a gloveless Owen Walters for the Bisons. Thompson, who's had a good game for a young lad for the Basingstoke Bison, has put in the first goal for them as Cardiff clear the zone. Ricky Skeen back for the Bisons. He goes up ice to Greg Randall. Up to Shepard. Shepard brings it around to Michael Wales. He fires it on Cudnett, but that's stopped quite easily. That puck is flipped down, and there's another icing call here. With 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go here in the third period, Cardiff enjoying a 4-2 lead. They'll be careful they don't throw any more away. There's lots of action down into the fans next to the right of me here right now as the Bison's fans try to rattle up their team, as the Cardiff fans try to silence the Bisons. Here's a chance for Saccartini. It's a big break, 2-on-1 with Romanuk. Pope back. Saccartini. Pope did a great job there intercepting that play. Brent Pope, the former London Racers, who was released just over 3 weeks ago now from the London Racers, got picked up through all the injury problems the Bisons have had as of late. Has done a great job here tonight for the Basingstoke Bisons. As Eddie Patterson lines up against Greg Randall. Patterson will just lose that one in Basingstoke. Back to regroup is Becker. Becker to Jeff Burgoyne. Burgoyne has got Romanuk out to the left of him. Finds Saccartini. Saccartini brings it in over the zone. Saccartini. Joseph Luca finds it for the Bisons behind their zone as they bring it back the other way. And it's Sean Thompson goes rink wide. Greg Randall in for, and Burgoyne with a crunching hit there. Here's a chance for Eddie Patterson. Joseph Luca be have to be careful he doesn't get caught. Done a great job in the back check there. As Greg Randall comes back the other way for the Bisons. Misses Michael Wales, and there we have another icing calls. As Davison and Wales have words. Looks like nothing will become of that. Rob Davison, over due to the lockout in North America. San Jose Shark, 24-year-old, another Ontario boy. Him and his wife are enjoying their time in South Wales. And it's Jonathan Phillips on the draw for Cardiff. Bisons win the draw, and that takes a funny bounce. Phil Hill loses control. Shepard picks it up. Maltby with a drop pass. And a quick shot there by Galloway, but that bounces off a leg. Basingstoke keep it in. Maltby with it. That fires off a skate. Davison chases hard behind the net. Cardiff crashed well down low, and here comes Phil Hill back for Cardiff. He's tied up by Poont. Vogel back to play the puck on the boards. Davison takes a rake wide shot. That goes just wide. Oh, there's a dangerous hit there on Phil Manny. He gets away with it. Phil Hill tussling down low for Cardiff. And it's Maltby. Over to Ford. Ford with a long shot. And Cudnett deflects that into the corner. Jonathan Phillips back for the Cardiff Devils. He looks up ice. Good bit of patience there from the young Welshman. And there's a high dump in along the boards. And that is handled with ease. Ronnie Vogel. We got 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third period. It's 4-2 for the Cardiff Devils. Well, there's a couple of our key sponsors, Fort Thorne and Spar. They've been with the Devils for years. Our local Ford garage gets us up with cars every season. John Cullen behind the net is chasing hard. Nathan Ripple goes in. And he just spins off his check. And it's Becker for Cardiff. Up to Cullen. Cullen enters his own a little too quickly, and Nathan Ripple didn't have time to get out of the blue line before Johnny Cullen pulled it back in. We've got a offside face-off just outside the Basingstoke Bison blue line. With 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this game. Cullen wins the draw to Jason Becker. Becker very patient. Good timing over to Dave Mathos. He takes it down wide. Back to Becker. Becker loses that, and it'll come back out to the neutral zone to Jeff Burgoyne. Burgoyne has a look up ice. Burgoyne takes it to the red line, and he slides it into the Basingstoke zone. Vogel back to play that. He'll leave that for Owen Walters. Walters out to the neutral zone, and he's intercepted. Burgoyne will just chip it outside the Cardiff blue line as a delayed offside as the Bisons clear the zone. And Cullen's pass misses Nathan Ripple, and it goes the length of the ice for another icing call. 2:41 remaining in the third period. 4-2 to the Thompson Cardiff Devils. Well, what do you do in this situation with 2 minutes and 14 to go? They'll be thinking about pulling their goalie soon, and they do, as the Bison's netminder is out, as they're going on the attack here. Cardiff win the draw. That's flipped up high, clears the zone. That'll go all the way down for an icing here, as Ronnie Vogel is out of his net, which will give the Bisons the extra man on the attack. It'll be 6 men against 5. Open net, dangerous when there's 2:33 to go in the game. If Cardiff get control, it's a risk some coaches have to take. Bisons win the draw. Look out wide. Shepard with a shot. Cutting it with a great save. Well, Maltby with a great job in the draw. Obviously, the Bisons come down here with a couple of set plays. As it's Saccartini in against Maltby on this draw. That fires off the boards. Ford with it. He circles it down low to Brent Pope. Brent Pope puts it to Maltby. Saccartini gets a piece of that. Shepard around the boards. And that's Maltby on it. And that puck is stopped to the blue line. That's fired in wide, up off the glass. Pope down. Hard for the Bisons. They've kept control with their extra man attackers. And Davison will pull it up for Romanuk. There's an empty net here to Saccartini. Saccartini man on him. Here's a shot. Is it going to go in? Yes, it does. Ezio Saccartini, leading goal scorer, will get the 5th goal here for Cardiff. That'll pretty much put the icing on the cake here. It's 5-2 with 1:59 as the extra attacker didn't pay off this time for the Basingstoke Bisons. Although they had a couple shots on net, Cardiff cleared the zone. Romanuk found Saccartini just over the red line. And Saccartini with the golden hands gets a touch on it. It trickles into the Bison goal. As DeWall will play it up. Vogel in behind, down low as this Welsh line comes out. Phillips. Hill ties his man up. DeWally will dump it back in. Manny will take his man out. And Cudnett plays it down. Davison ties his man up. Phillips eludes his man. Richie Harding's having a little go at Jonathan Phillips. And it looked like a headbutt there without a helmet. Not a wise thing to do. I'm not sure how referee Mike Hicks is going to call this. He's gone. I think the tempers have flown. They got the better of Richard Hardy as he come out fired up in this shift. Well, that's really a silly thing to do, to try to head somebody with, especially with your helmet not on. And in this game, that could be a match penalty. Depends on how referee Mike Hicks sees it. We'll wait for the call. There's 1 minute and 28 seconds to go here in the third period, and it's a 5-minute penalty. That goes up on the board. But with 1:28, Cardiff will finish the remainder of this game with a man advantage. That's not. Yes, Harding will take a match penalty, and it's a silly one on his part. When you can drop your gloves and take two, the headbutt is not very well accepted in the game of ice hockey. As Devils on the power play now, as they'll close it out with 1:18 to go in the game. And it's back to Phillips. Phillips to John Cullen. Cullen will dump it to Phil Hill. He'll circle with it. Hill back to Jonathan Phillips. Phillips will dump it back down. John Cullen picks it up. Cullen to Hill. Hill with a shot. That just went wide. DeWall can't keep it in as it comes out to the neutral zone. DeWall circles with it. Up the middle to Phil Hill. He softly dumps it in. Joseph Luca ties him up. Cullen picks it up. He's got Phillips in front. There's a shot. Phillips with a shot and a save. Ronnie Vogel, and here comes the song in Cardiff. They're going to win. We've heard it a lot this year. As Dave Whistle's put together a winning side in Cardiff. It's put the Welsh club back to the top of the Elite League, and they've been there for a month or so, and this will keep them up on top. It's DeWall from the point. 45 seconds ago. John Cullen. He waits it out. Goes to Jonathan Phillips to Kurt DeWall. DeWall back to Phillips. Phillips rake wide to Davison. He'll take a shot. Johnny Cullen got it tied up as they whack at it. Phillips and Cullen take a whack at it. Cullen behind the net now. He's got some pressure. Phillips got a man. There's a penalty for the Bisons as Brent Pope will take a penalty, hit a high jump, and Cullen. As that plays whistle down with 15 seconds to go in the period. Brent Pope will take a 2-minute penalty on John Cullen behind the net. Cullen's probably half his size, but it's double the skill.
Number 8, Brent Pope, receives 2 minutes for roughing. Time a penalty.
Well, this game's pretty much wrapped up here with the 2-man advantage here with 15 seconds to go.
2 minutes for roughing at 59.
As Cardiff won the draw. Phillips back down. That's Cullen. 11 seconds to go. Back to Phillips. DeWall will take a shot here, and that shot just goes wide. Past Cullen to Phil Hill. Phillips dumps it back down. Phil Hill now to Cullen. Back up. 1 second to go, and it's all over. 5-2. The final score here in Cardiff.
Final score, Basingstoke Bison 2, your Thompson Cardiff Devils 5.
Well, Cardiff continue their sweep over Basingstoke Bisons. They've only got 1 point off them. It's the 4th time they've met.
And may I wish the Basingstoke Bison players,
Jason Cudnett had another great night for the Cardiff Devils,
and we look forward to
notching another win
again in the near future.
as Cardiff stay top of the Elite League. They lead Coventry who are 1 point behind them. Nottingham back off Coventry with 25 points. And Belfast also tied in third place with Nottingham with 25 points. Sheffield Steelers with 24. London Racers with 18. Basingstoke are currently at the bottom of the table with 12 points. So the Cardiff Devils hold their spot top of the Elite League.